All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on something fascinating, the hidden master keys that control the digital kingdoms of the world's biggest companies. And believe me, this isn't some abstract concept. It's a security challenge playing out right now inside the very systems you and I interact with every single day.
I mean, just think about it for a second. How does a massive company, we're talking 50,000 employees, control who sees what? How do you make absolutely sure that the brand new intern in marketing can't just stumble upon, next quarter's super secret financial reports? That right there, that's the core problem of digital security when you're dealing with that kind of scale.
Well, for most big organizations, the answer is a system called Active Directory. And here's the best way to think about it. Picture a company's entire digital network as this enormous, gleaming skyscraper. Active Directory? It's the central security office in the lobby. It's the one managing every single ID badge, every key, every access list for the entire building. It's what decides who gets to go to which floor.
Okay, so here's the interesting part. When you first build this digital skyscraper, it doesn't arrive empty. Nope, it comes with a pre-made set of keys already waiting for you. These are the default master keys we're going to be talking about. And we need to be really clear here. These aren't just any old spare keys. We're talking about keys that are created automatically on day one the second the system boots up. And they come with some of the most powerful built-in access privileges right out of the box.
So let's meet the key holders, shall we? We're going to take a tour and get to know the holders of these very special, very powerful keys.
Okay, first up, we've got the big one, the administrator. This is the building super of our digital skyscraper. This is the account that can go anywhere, do anything, no questions asked.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Microsoft themselves put it pretty bluntly. The administrator account is the most powerful account in the domain. End of story. No exceptions.
Let's break this down because the details here are wild. Its role, Ultimate System Administrator. Access level, complete full control over everything. But here's the kicker, the key feature. It cannot be deleted or locked out. Now, that's by design, right? It's a safety net. But it also means this all-powerful key is a permanent part of the building. And that brings us to the top security risk. If a hacker gets their hands on this key, they don't just own a room or a floor, they own the entire skyscraper.
All right, so we've gone from the most powerful key to pretty much the least powerful. Next up is the guest account. And honestly, it's less of a key and more like one of those flimsy stick-on visitor passes.
Now, this account was designed for, one-time users who don't have their own account. It has super limited rights. But the most important thing to see here is that it's disabled by default, and for a very good reason. See, because it has a well-known security ID, it's like a famous backdoor. Attackers know it exists on every system, so it's one of the first things they'll try to exploit. Leaving it enabled is kind of like leaving the side door of the skyscraper not just unlocked, but with a big sign that says, "Try this door."
And now for our most mysterious key holder. This one has a name that's, well, kind of weird looking. KRBTGT. It's the silent operator, working deep in the shadows of the system.
So what on earth does this thing do? Let's go back to our skyscraper analogy. Imagine, deep in the basement, there's a secret, high-tech key-making machine. That's KRBTG. See, it doesn't actually open any doors itself. Instead, its one and only job is to create all the special tickets that grant people access throughout the building. It's the beating heart of the authentication system.
And this is where things get really serious. The password for this account, it's the secret key used to encrypt all the access tickets. So if an attacker steals that password, they can basically create their own valid tickets for anyone to access anything. This is the basis of a legendary hack called a golden ticket attack. It's the ultimate security nightmare. It gives an attacker the keys to the entire kingdom.
So, okay, we've met the key holders, we know how powerful they are. The obvious next question is, how in the world do you secure them? Because let's face it, powerful keys demand some seriously strict rules.
Rule number one is simple, almost common sense, really. Make the master keys harder to find. You wouldn't leave a key labeled Building Master just hanging on a public hook, right? Same idea here. So what does that look like in practice? Well, first, you rename that administrator account to something unpredictable. Then you disable it so it can't be used for day-to-day stuff. You absolutely keep that guest account disabled. And for that all-important KRBTGT account, you need to regularly reset its password. It's a critical maintenance step that a lot of people forget. All right. Rule number 2, and this is another big one. Don't use your master key for everyday tasks. I mean, the building super shouldn't use the grand master key just to open the door to the break room, right? It's about using the right tool for the job.
So how do you do that? Simple. You create dedicated accounts. Anyone with admin duties should have two. One is their powerful, privileged account, used only for administrative tasks. The other is a standard user account for normal stuff like email and browsing. This one simple step drastically cuts down the risk of those powerful keys getting swiped.
And that brings us to rule number 3. You've got to control where the keys can actually be used. It's not enough to just have them. You need to lock down their usage.
Okay, check this out. On the left, we see the default dangerous setting. Account is sensitive and cannot be delegated is turned off. What does that mean? It means if an admin uses their powerful account to log into a server and that server is compromised, the server can basically steal the admin's credentials and use them to attack other things on the network. It's a massive risk. But now look to the right. By flipping that one switch to on, you protect the account. The credentials can't be passed along. It's like you're preventing the key from ever leaving the admin's hand. It's a simple fix for a huge security hole.
So, we've gone through all these technical details, these accounts, these settings. What's the big takeaway? Why do these hidden accounts matter so much to everyone?
Here's the bottom line. Every single one of these digital skyscrapers has master keys. And securing these default accounts, that's not just some nerdy IT task. No, it's absolutely fundamental to protecting the entire organization from the ground up.
And that really leaves us with one final, crucial question to ponder. In your own digital world, whether it's at work or just your personal life, do you really know who holds the keys?